Luck is a mysterious sort of curiosity. See here? A well-placed shot may not always do the trick. If Lady Luck favors you, though, you'll find those critical moments a breeze. What's this? Only scrounging up duds? Time and patience may net you a suitable collection, but with luck on your side, you're bound to find some swell keepers.
Guys, I don't know if we're back, but my game crashed.
No,
really sorry about that. Are we back? Oh god, where did it... Stupid game. So, I was saying, after we finished one of these games, either Fallout or The Walking Dead, I've been looking at a game called Watch Dogs. I played the first one ages ago, when it came out on the Xbox 360, I think it was. And there's 2 more now. So I think that could be quite a fun. It's all about hacking and vigilantes and stuff like that. As if my game crashed. Stupid game.
That was, Bing Crosby. Yep.
Can I just maybe avoid that area and fast travel some, like, close to it?
So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute, yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but I mean, they may actually...
We try to avoid it, eh? It's weird, my games hardly ever crash. You post stuff on fucking Facebook and instantly get inundated with links for fucking people wanting to sell you graphics and stuff like that. It's like, dude. At least I think they are. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that.
Sounds kind of crazy. Yeah, and if it were real...
Oh, I hate this area.
Super dangerous, I bet. I think it's way safer to just, sit here and
Get wrecked, stupid dog. Good neighbor. So we had a little bit of technical issues. My PlayStation had a heart attack and died. Hey, friends!
Well. It's the detective. Tracking down another wayward husband to his mistress?
Why? Someone stand you up?
Yeah.
Trying that, what do you call it? Evasive language on me? And who are you, huh? Valentine's new dick in training?
Whoa.
What's
Who's
it
this
to
kid?
you?
Gotta know who's backing who in Good Neighbor.
I don't think.
ain't
Yeah,
never
I do
seen it
actually.
before. Maybe
I think I just got 'em for free.
A little insurance?
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them
Oh,
pockets.
he's fucking shakedown.
Accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accident.
I'm gonna nuke everyone here.
Time out. Nick Valentine makes a rare visit to town, and you're hassling his friend here with that extortion crap? Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock? What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Do we
Good
trust this
neighbor?
guy, chat?
That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the free
Yeah, I like him.
that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Right, so don't fuck around with the boss and we'll be alright. But we're gonna go this way, chat. We don't have time for fucking social graces.
Yeah, welcome to doing all right. It's hard without Gwen. Glad it gets easier every day.
Yeah, that's real good to hear.
You can have him as a companion.
I just wanted to check in. You ever need anything, you stop by the office.
Sure, you got it.
Whoever this Brotherhood
Nick.
of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Alright. Can we carry on, Nick? Are you done socialising? Or can we continue finding my son?
Brotherhood of Steel, that is stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
I mean, I don't want to dish your setup and shit, but it looks like the Brotherhood still could probably... It looks like you'd get rolled over straight... Ooh, hello.
I need a place to stay.
Oh, yeah, no, your face. Don't lay down. It's the end of the world. We own these streets. Whoa, how did he get in here for me? Who's this?
I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
Ooh,
May
boobs.
have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Go on, Nick. Get her. Downstairs. Is this a brothel?
Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
I'm telling Piper. I don't care about her at all. Piper's not here and it's the wasteland.
Hey, Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Nick, you might need to charge your dick. I think you're gonna get some. Where's he gone? Nick!
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hi, Kent.
Excuse me.
Good Neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I guess.
You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
He's from the radio shows. I've listened to all 419 episodes. And the holiday special. He's the best. Better than Grognak and Man-to-Man combined.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
I'm not sounding like anyone else.
How?
You don't deserve her. Yeah, well, she loves me, Forky.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing.
You're gonna give us a side quest.
Just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Shut up.
Who's Mr. Abominable?
He was a caveman. Got frozen in an iceberg from prehistoric times. When they thawed him out, he went on a rampage. It took the Shroud and Man-to-Man combined to take him down. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
No shit.
How did you get used to everything?
Mainly I focused on survival. It got real bad after the bombs fell.
Do these guys have to eat? I don't think they have to eat, do they?
Just too painful. But it's all we got now. So we gotta try and make it better. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show.
Thank you, Em.
But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself.
I've already got it.
Actually got one here in Boston.
Yes, Emma.
They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
When you're done, I got a reward all squared away. Will you just help
What's
me
up,
out?
baby? Why are you all triggered? Got anything good planned for next week? I tell you what, I do have something amazing planned for next week. Next week is the beginning of October, and October only means one thing, guys. Spooktober is arriving. Spooktober is a month of nothing but horror games on the channel. Me and some other communities are banding together. It's the... Did we say it was the third? Is this the third one? No, it's the second one. The second Spooktober we have done. Like I say, nothing but horror content on the channel. We will be doing film nights in each Discord for the communities of people that are hosting. We picked a genre of horror movies each to host. I picked sci-fi horror, and the movies will be up on Discord. Sci-fi movies that I've picked are Aliens, The Thing, and one called Event Horizon, and you guys can vote in Discord. You do have to be part of Discord to do it. If one of my lovely mods would post a link to the Discord in the channel. If you want to see a full-grown man screaming like a little bitch for an entire month, then that's the show for you.
As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Thank you.
First the reward, then I'll give you the costume.
Here, I wasn't gonna welsh on our deal. After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again.
I'm naked now.
But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
Come on, don't sell yourself short.
I got a better idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryovault and all.
Reward.
If I go along with this, I could use a little extra.
The Shroud's motivated by justice, not caps. Please, you gotta have...
Can't blame a man for trying. I suppose we could become the Silver Shroud. Jesus. Apocalypse Jesus.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbors streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
This guy's a bit too eager. But we're not doing that yet. We need to find our way out downstairs. Oh, Nick's just standing there weirdly. Turn off the radio. What, even the music?
Dr. Amari?
Yes. Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
Extracting memories. Let Nick
This
explain.
one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad?
Yes.
Putting aside the fact that you're
I kinda
asking
nuked
to
him.
file a corpse.
Yeah.
You don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Yeah, I'm just walking around with a brain in my pocket.
Here's what I could find.
It's probably all radioactive and
What's
jelly.
This? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
You're saying
The
words.
circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
He's a robot, he
Don't
doesn't
worry
have a
about
brain.
me, Amari. Let's do it.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. We got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
You're all heart, Nick.
Ready, Mr. Valentine? Just sit down.
Let me just
If
go
I
and rob
start
some shit.
cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Nah.
Let's see here.
Sorry, I know I'm missing it, but I need
Keep
stuff.
talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your...
Nice.
Increases. Right. Teletype. What did this give us? Yeah.
Cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Of course there is. You're saying words that I understand.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption. And we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Does anybody understand a word this woman's saying?
Any idea what I'm going to see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Science is fun.
Alright. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Everyone cross your nipples.
See you on the other side.
Getting Soma vibes. Am I going to end up in a weird underwater sort of like laboratory where everyone's half robot and shit?
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find.
What are you saying?
It might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working.
Well, shit.
Although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Are we in the Matrix?
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Are we walking on memories? These look like, do you know you get them eye squiggles? Do you know if you blink like really hard or you put pressure on your eye and you get them eye squiggles that are always just off to the corner?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Me?
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but
am I Kellogg?
She loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings.
Oh shit.
I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked?
Remember she was Kellogg. Ooh.
I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Maybe you should be researching on how to not be killed from a nuclear bomb.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Okay, so...
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to...
Connie? Ah, your name's Connie! Connie Kellogg, what a knob.
Would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Sean?
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her.
Oh, Sarah. Sorry, I don't know.
If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Oh, shit. Kellogg, you're just the worst, even though you are.
The thing about happiness is...
What are you doing?
You only know you had it when it's gone.
Making food, I guess.
I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah.
Hey, Brad.
I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll
He looks
be running
very
my own
different.
crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the She. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person.
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter?
No.
No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe.
Bang!
I promise.
I'm just shoving it straight in your dick.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
It's like a freaking Disney World fucking ride. Gonna be some sort of animatronic kids. It's a small world.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs.
Oh
and
shit.
You weren't there to help them.
That is a big gun. Kill his family?
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Who killed his family? And do we care? No, because we just want to know what happened with Sean.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
Let's try to get
all much from that
all
time.
these before the actual cutscene
It all
starts.
kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Do we? I know we're progressing through his life, but... you know.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So,
oh, look, Terminators.
You're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but You have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed.
His eyes are moving even though
a permanent arrangement. Which suited me just fine.
What are you doing?
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Ooh.
As you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully
It's still a piece of shit. I feel nothing towards him.
I think I do.
I'll nuke his family, me. I'll nuke his baby.
B748. Initiate.
They're not that easy when I want to kill him.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here.
I'm acclimatized to wasteland life now, guys.
Mostly intact. Connecting now.
It's nuke 'em or die. Especially with me playing.
Manual override.
Oh, here we go.
Cryogenic stasis. Suspended.
That's because you're shit.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something...
Kinda looks like Jason Statham.
They came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so... this one stood out.
That's
I didn't
me.
know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course. Neither did they. Not really. Find him. Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it.
Whoa, wait.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Why am I moving?
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge.
Ah, wife.
No one better.
Old wife.
But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Take you out? I fucking obliterated you, mate.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but,
See, Forky, would you feel bad about it?
better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Why are they all alive still? Am I meant to be... Oh.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Were we all alive when?
Is that your son? This appears
It wasn't
to be
my
a very
idea
recent
to settle
memory.
down with the kid in the middle of
Oops.
Diamond
I
City.
think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me.
Excuse me.
Another loose end tied up.
Yeah, I outsmarted you with a nuke. How do we get to the next memory?
Kellogg. It's okay.
Oh, it's not finished.
One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Why are you saying that in front of the sun?
He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Wesley Snipes.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Whoa!
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Well, that's a thing that we did, chat.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Fine. What side effects?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory.
What kind of
But your
doctor are you?
neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
Does it really matter how I feel, Doctor?
Yes.
It's kind of obliterated
You can't
into
tell
little
me that
pieces.
bearing witness to that man's life didn't affect you. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret. teleportation. The only question is,
You have any
what
cards?
do we
Shut.
do now?
Hi, Ellen. Shut up, Ellen.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
They're great.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil
Why?
fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are
I have a
chemical
radiation
toxins,
suit.
Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor. That would be perfect.
Just woke up.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting
Hey,
for
we
you
leveled up.
upstairs.
So guys, I know that the stream's really been a bit weird, but we're going to have to finish soon because the dog's getting antsy. Let's go check on Valentine. And then we'll plan what we're doing in the next episode.
Inside my head.
Wait, what?
I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that
Demon!
What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over.
We know what
fine, so let's get
mnemonic
going.
impressions are tight.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you
This
can
stream
find
is
from any
tight.
chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Yeah,
Let's
go,
get
man.
going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next. Hey, let me ask you something.
We've literally just talked.
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Be
Doesn't really matter. I'm here now. I've just got to deal with that.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place.
You're a robot.
Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs.
Jesus.
Security finally put enough holes in him to drop him. They say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every
Coalitions are
settlement with
tight.
a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan she'd known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers.
Wait, shagged a
Didn't even know
15-year-old?
who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people...
Nick, you're making me want to give my gun a blowjob.
Runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth. But it
Shut
was
up, Nick the
detective
Synth.
Folks came to see. It was about then that things...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too.
We
Long
done.
story, but I hope it helps.
I don't remember anything about what you've just said, Nick. You're so rude. Why? Fucking going on and on and on.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters.
Whoa, what the hell's that?
Glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing?
Oh, he's up there.
See you on a date with Browski the other day?
He wishes.
I don't mind exposition and lore, but Jesus Christ, that was a slog.
What matters? We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins!
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute.
End it.
They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lard head. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together.
They
can't control us if we're not afraid. Now,
Well, that's not how it works. Me!
us. And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with? Good neighbor. And who's in charge of good neighbor? Of the people, for the people.
I heard you walked that Freedom Trail. What, you some kind of, what do they call it? History buff?
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so have a mosey around.
That a Silver Shroud costume? Hey, no judgment. But ain't that a kid's show?
No. Hey, Nick. Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time, but a flying ship? What, you guy?
Yeah, where is the ship?
Third rail. Yes?
Yeah? Hey, Silver Shroud. Come on, tell me your secret.
My secret identity is Wasteland Jesus. Alright guys, I'm going to have to end this episode of Fallout. Sorry about the crash. If you've just come in, go watch the other episodes. I will plug Spooktober once more. So for the entire month of October, starting next week, we will be playing a whole month of horror games. And then we will be hosting community nights, where we watch horror movies. I chose sci-fi horror. If you join the Discord, you can vote on what horror movie you want to watch. We have Aliens, we have The Thing, we have Event Horizon. We've not seen Event Horizon, but when we stream Fallout 4, so Fallout 4 is every Tuesday. We'll be back with Monster Hunter tomorrow. But sorry, Spooktober. It's a whole month of horror games. If you want to see a grown man screaming like a bitch for a whole month, I already have my games all already installed on the PlayStation. And like I said, so tomorrow we're doing Monster Hunter World again. We're gonna try to sort of beat. Is it Nergigante? We're on quite hard. Every Tuesday. Yep. I don't know how. I can't remember how much more left we've got of the main story to this, but I think next time. We will do some side questing, maybe have a look at the Brotherhood of Steel in their spaceship thing. So yeah, I will.
Join a crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is.
This is really hard to do a fucking outro when everyone's just fucking rabbiting on in my face. So I'll just end it. Keep your peepers peep for your next notifications, people, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys. Shut up, Ellen.